Before we go to the Collin County Farm Museum, I wanted you to see a couple of relics. One of them is this. I'll bet you can't identify what that is. It was at one point bright red, and it was called a red-headed can cutter. And what you would do when you had metal cans, nursery cans, you would lay that down on the side like tin snips and go down the side. When I got into the nursery industry when I was in high school, and that was a while back, this was my tool. I've had this hanging in the garage for 55 years, something like that, which qualifies me as the other museum piece. Let's go out to the Collin County Farm Museum now. My friend, Roger Meyer. We are at the Collin County Farm Museum at Myers Park, northwest of the city of McKinney, and this is really fun. My buddy Roger Meyer, no relation to the park, right?
That's correct.
All right, just double checking that.
Unfortunately.
Does a lot of volunteering here, and you're going to show us some of your babies, aren't you?
Yes. This is our oldest tractor, and it is a Rumley oil pull tractor.
What year?
It's built in 1926, and it doesn't run, unfortunately. And the interesting part of this one is the cooling system. It uses, instead of antifreeze or water, it uses oil.
Really?
And the reason for the oil is because then they can run the engine hotter, and it makes it more efficient doing that.
Tell us about the Oliver. It looks like an old tractor. It's got a crank on the front.
The Oliver is kind of an interesting one. This is one that we got in pieces almost. This is what it looked like when we started. This was actually one of the first ones that we made a full restoration on. So the engine's painted and the outside painted. It runs beautifully. It's one of the few of them that we have that's electric start. The F12 is a 1937. Those are the original wheels on the machine.
So there was not rubber across those. That's what went through the field.
That's what went through the field, and that's what they didn't allow on the highways.
Gee, I wonder why. So you're getting these to a degree from Collin County residents who have them on their farms, and they say,
yes,
hey, come get it. We'd like it to be in the museum.
Yes, they call and say, would you like to have this tractor? And we go out and look at it and say, can we use it? Is it consistent with what we have? And if it is, then we come get it. And
gets you kind of excited, doesn't it, to see these?
Oh, some of them it does. I keep hoping any day now to find about a 1933 John Deere, or maybe a Waterloo boy.
So Roger, this is all about preserving history, isn't it?
Yes.
The Collin County Farm Museum. Now this is not exactly farm, but I guess a wealthy farmer might have this. Tell us about this, by the way. Let me introduce you to our grandson, Joseph.
Yes, Neil, this car would have occasionally have been found on a farm, not very often in Texas. They were built in Detroit, and it took a long time to get them down here.
Tell us what the car is.
This car is a 1911 Model T Ford, and it was built in May of 1911. It operates, we drive it.
So Roger, I think Joseph is having a good time driving the car. What you about to do there?
About to honk the horn. Ready?
Roger, thank you very much for the time. My thanks to my friend Roger Meyer. We've been friends 15 or 18 years, and he is really gifted mechanically. I'm not so gifted. This is as mechanical as I get. This is my old shovel my dad gave me in high school. It's a nursery spade. It and I dug a lot of daylilies together, a lot of sod. It's retired now because the handle is kind of elderly, and so it hangs in the garage. I don't use it any longer. I don't want to replace the handle because that's the original one. That's special to me. You suppose my kids are going to want this? I don't think so. I'll take it out of the will. Coming up after the break, we're going to Shandor Gardens. Stephen Chambly will show you how to make stone mosaics for the ages.